My old art teacher reckoned birthdays were good for you. The more you had, the longer you lived. Birthdays can be bad for your health too, though, right? I mean, we all thought Rosie's birthday would be really cool. And it was, in its own way. It just took a bit of stress to get it right. And a bloody nose. And an arrest. And don't even start me on the birthday cake. Now, the first rule you have to learn about birthdays.
Good morning.
Morning. When someone says they don't want you to make a fuss, they're lying.
Another year older, another year more beautiful, I see.
Dad, I thought I said...
I know, you don't want any fuss. Just open it.
Hair gel.
No, fuss.
Oh, right. Funny.
Well, I thought it was rather witty.
Dad, you're a riot.
Hey, here's the big basketball star.
Please, I'm nervous enough as it is.
It's good for a first-time captain to be nervous. Gets the adrenaline pumping.
Is that what it is?
How do you feel about pancakes? They'll settle your stomach. I'll get some going if you squeeze the orange juice.
Brilliant. I'll just grab an old tea bag out of the bin, shall I? The morning didn't start off so great for me either. Why are you being such a pain about this? You'll get the money.
You promised to do my paper round while I was away. If you can't accept responsibility...
For what? I was busy. I was too. Sleeping.
Look, either way, you missed it. And I'm the one who got his pay docked.
I'm making it up to you, aren't I?
I owe Tom that money for his fishing rod. If I don't get it, he'll kill me.
No, he won't. If he did that, Dad would kill him, then Mum would kill Dad. I'd wind up pretty lonely in the long run if you do the maths.
Just give me the money before I kill you.
I don't have it.
The stables owe you some pay, right?
Yeah, but...
There you go. Go get it this morning, and we'll put this whole thing behind us.
Everything that day seemed to be jumbled.
1, 2, 3.
I thought we settled on a plain happy birthday.
I still like Season's Greetings better. Season's Greetings is Christmas, idiot. Don't tell me. You woke up with a birthday pimple.
I wish.
You wish? You wish you had a pimple?
I'd prefer to stay at home squeezing zits than go watch Will play a stupid basketball game. Dad's dragging me along.
On your birthday? That's so unfair. I wouldn't mind going.
Family thing. Dad keeps calling us Team Car Ride. He's even made up a song for the car trip. He seems to think it's some kind of birthday treat for me.
You're joking.
That's the opening beeps. I'd better go. We're still on for tonight, right?
For sure.
See ya. Bye.
I would freak if my mum made me watch a basketball game on my birthday.
What have you guys got for a present?
I thought we were just going to have a sleepover party. I offered to make her pancakes, but she said she was yeast intolerant. Maybe she found out you had kitchen issues. What's that supposed to mean?
It means we can remember the time you tried to make donuts and ended up giving Meg's food poisoning.
Seems like she's swallowed something. Hasn't been near any putty or wet cement, has she?
That was a one-off incident, okay?
We have to get Rosie something. What's a birthday without presents? It doesn't have to be huge, just something significant.
Like what?
I don't know, but it should be from all of us. Something to make Rosie feel special.
Good one, Lyndz. If we put our money together, we can buy something amazing.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Count me in, any excuse to go to the mall.
I just have to go home and raid my piggy bank.
Let's meet in half an hour at the mall. Okay, Lyndz?
Sure. Great. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I just tell them I didn't have any money? But you weren't there last Saturday. We were just hanging around the beach hut like normal.
Yuck, Kenny, is that totally necessary?
I'm just trying to get all the flavor out.
I'm still thirsty.
Me too. Whose round is it?
Lyndz, yours? I got the last lot.
Lyndz, not again.
Well, I had to pay off that statue Mum's eye broke. You know, the one of the nude man with the rock?
Lyndz, you never have any money.
Yeah, Lyndz, we're always covering for you. You're totally...
Okay, that hurt. I tried to explain that the stables owed me money, but none of them believed me. Add to that, Mum and Dad had stopped my pocket money for a week because of the last sleepover disaster, and you see my problem. So I went to the stables and collected my pay, and I was going to give Michael the money.
Been to the stables yet?
Lyndz. Hi, you ready?
Sure.
Let's go. Where are you going?
We're just out, back later. Naturally, Fliss was running late for our meeting, having changed outfits about 5 times just in case she bumped into Ryan Scott. I'm pretty sure she wasn't planning on bumping into the M&Ms. Literally.
Hey, you nearly gave me a black eye.
Consider it reverse karma for something bad you're going to do.
You going to meet the leftovers?
Might be.
Where?
Nowhere you'd be interested in.
Try me.
As if.
Hey, I've got hobbies, outside interests. You never know. Could be somewhere that really rocks my boat.
Right, I'm sure you're desperate to catch the best bargains at the summer sales.
You going shopping?
At that point, Fliss realised she'd blown it.
Leave me alone before I blacken the other eye.
That's it, mate! Come on, boys! He's doing great, isn't he?
Sure.
You looking forward to your sleepover tonight?
Oh, well, I guess it's time to sleep. But it's only 6:30.
You said you didn't want to fuss.
Should be great.
Okay, everyone, number off.
This isn't school camp. It's not like we're gonna get lost and try and buy.
Don't make me get your harness out, Kenny.
I think I just saw Ryan Scott's best friend.
And we're having a fit about that because...
Think about it, Kenny. Ryan Scott's best friend, meaning Ryan Scott could be here too.
Oh, of course. How stupid of me not to join the dots.
Oh, you'll never guess who I nearly gave a black eye to. Marco. I ran into him and Matthew on the way here.
Where were they going? Were they going to meet Michael?
Like I care what grubby business they're up to.
But you didn't tell them we were coming here, right? Did you?
You sure this is where you want to spend the afternoon?
Yep.
I thought boys weren't supposed to like shopping.
Today we do.
Why?
I'll explain after I strangle my sister.
Come on, Rosie would love to get purple toothpaste as a birthday present.
You are sick.
A cowboy hat for a dog. Everyone needs a cowboy hat for a dog.
Rosie doesn't have a dog.
We can buy her one.
What about a CD?
No, it'd be more boring.
What about that frilly top from Delectables?
Bit racy.
What do you think, Lyndz?
Just anything. I don't care. Let's buy something and get out of here.
Excellent.
We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for fun?
Please. Come on, let's go. Hey, get in.
Shut over.
Ew! It smells like armpits.
Hello, shoppers. We have a first aid demonstration taking place right now.
Ooh, check it out.
Require a fair amount of bandaging.
Hey, is that real blood?
Just a first aid demo. My cousin used to do them.
How long does it take to print out some stupid photos?
Keep your shirt on. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, I want to get some chips.
We're not here for chips. We're here to get Rosie something special. Think about how she must be feeling right now.
She's at a basketball game. She'll be having a ball.
Come on, let's go.
That was a close one. Come on, boys! It's fantastic, isn't it? It's a great birthday treat for you, eh?
Is it?
Ah, your mum would have loved to have seen this. She always said Will would be great at basketball. I wish she was here to see him.
I didn't think about it like that.
You don't remember? She gave him that little basketball hoop for Christmas once.
No, I mean, I do now. I've just been thinking about other things.
He was so nervous, wasn't he? I guess he just wanted to make her proud of him.
I'm proud of him too.
Yeah, so am I.
Give me a flag.
Go, Will! Woohoo! Go! Come on!
Come on! Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
Go, Will!
Please, can we decide on something?
Ryan Scott! Oh, no!
Come on.
In here. Rosie would love it.
20-piece toolkit.
Excuse me? Has anyone noticed that my nose is bleeding? I need medical attention.
Let me see.
We need a cold compress. And tilt your head back.
No way. You should never tilt your head back. It makes the blood come out of your ears.
What movies have you been watching?
I think I've got Camp Warbird in my bag.
This is not playing doctors and nurses, you know. I need professional help.
Okay, who's up next? Anyone with a neck brace? Any other injuries? Fantastic makeup. Up you get.
While Fliss was getting her nose fixed, we were going nowhere.
Plants die. Inflatables don't.
Plants don't die if you look after them properly.
Why would you want to get Rosie something she has to be responsible for? It's boring.
Fine, we'll get both.
We can't afford both of them.
Guys, just pick whatever.
Shh! People are watching.
What's up?
Nothing.
Listen, I vote inflatable. Seconded by me, thirded by me. Beach toy it is. Now hand over the buck so we can go home.
I knew it, you rat!
Don't worry, I'll get him.
Oi!
The trouble with Kenny is sometimes she just doesn't think things through.
Hey!
What's going on?
Back, you guys!
Stop! Hey, you! Oi! Slow down!
Kenny?
Put a towel over my head.
What?
Put a towel over my head.
Doesn't say anything about that in the manual.
Right, you. We don't think too highly of shoplifters around here. Come with me.
But I didn't do anything.
Did you pay for these?
No, but...
Well, that's stealing then, isn't it?
She just didn't have a chance. Officer?
We have money. We can pay for them. Well, we did have the money.
Well, it's a bit late for that. Now hop at you two before I take you two in as well.
No way. If Kenny goes, we go too. Yeah. Right on, sisters.
Go home, you two.
Now was the time to come clean and tell the truth, but for some reason I couldn't. I guess I was in shock.
What are we going to do?
We have to save her.
This is all my fault. If she hadn't gone after Michael...
No one could have helped it. Penny's just impulsive.
But if I hadn't...
Lyndz, ease up. It's not your fault.
What are we going to do if Kenny goes to jail? Mum and Dad will be able to help. They're lawyers.
My house.
Of course, on the way.
Hey, Kat.
Who did we meet?
Can you believe those morons? It's their fault Kenny's been nabbed in the first place. Look at them.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah, bus back.
Hey! I hope you boys are happy. Kenny's going to jail.
What happened to your face?
We didn't do anything. Rubbish! You stole Lynd's money. We were trying to buy Rosie something nice for her birthday, and now Kenny's been arrested.
I didn't steal her money.
We saw you.
Didn't you hear me? Kenny's been arrested.
Listen.
Doesn't matter. Sure, I stole it. Whatever.
What? You're just gonna back down?
Go buy your present. Sorry.
This is a black day for the M&Ms, Marco.
Come on.
Okay. What exactly am I being charged with then? Give me specifics.
I don't think you realise the trouble you're in, young lady. Shoplifting is a serious criminal offence.
You can't charge me with shoplifting. I didn't steal anything.
These haven't been paid for, though, have they?
Well, yes, you do have a point there. But if you'll let me explain...
What a loser. He just handed it right over.
And he said sorry. I didn't even think those boys knew how to say sorry.
Just goes to show where lying and cheating gets you. And when you think someone as honest as Kenny gets locked up for something she didn't do.
I couldn't take the pressure any longer.
Michael's not a liar. I am.
I know he's your brother, but...
I'm not joking. So I explained the whole thing. I mean, I had to, right? I owed Michael some money, and in the meantime, Kenny was doing some explaining of her own.
See, technically you have a point. Technically. But let's look at this realistically, shall we? I had the money. I was going to pay for the stuff. The whole situation just got out of hand.
You're telling me.
If you're going to arrest me, then arrest me now. But be warned, I know some very good lawyers. And I have a watertight case.
Much as I'd love to sit in this room all day and listen to your theories on crime and punishment, I think you've learned your lesson. We both have.
So I'm free to go?
As a bird. Next time, you better think twice before you go running out of a shop with unpaid goods.
Okay! I knew justice would prevail.
So, if the money was Michael's, how come he told us he stole it?
He was covering for me. I don't know why. I don't deserve it.
Why didn't you tell us before? You had plenty of opportunities.
I don't know. It was my idea to get Rosie something special, but I meant a surprise or a song or whatever. Then you all thought I meant a paid-for gift. And remember you called me mean when I couldn't afford to pay for the drinks at the cafe last week.
Ow! You're a classic, Lyndz. We were only joking.
Don't you get it, though? Kenny dropped everything to run out and get what she thought was your money. She didn't think about anything else but you. Friends come first with us. So, even if you told us you didn't have the cash, you wouldn't have cared. We just would have got Rosie something cheaper. As my grandma says, it's not the gift. It's the thought that counts.
Ew, I hate that saying. Give me a good present any day.
I couldn't think badly of you, Lyndz.
Hey, isn't that Kenny? Kenny, you've escaped.
Nope. Just used a bit of the old Tam charm and know-how. That and some watertight defense.
Problem solved.
Wait a minute. We still haven't worked out what to get Rosie.
Leave it to me. I've got something perfect in mind. Something priceless.
Look out, here comes Michael Jordan.
Leave it.
Seriously, you were amazing.
You too. I know it must have been a bit rough coming to the game on your birthday.
No, I wanted to come.
You are a bad liar.
By the end of the game, I did.
Anyway.
Well, I said no fuss.
Open it.
This was Mum's.
Turn it over. Your mum would want you to have it now.
Dad.
Happy birthday, Rosie.
1, 2, 3. Birthday bash!
Whoa, Kenny. You should have seen her when the security guy grabbed her. Thought she was going to start throwing punches.
It was all in the name of truth, justice, and the Kenny way.
You should count yourself lucky you didn't end up with a tool belt for a present.
Or a dog hat.
Or purple toothpaste.
Oh, that reminds me. Ta-da!
Maybe we should save the cake until after the present.
Great idea.
Present first.
Sure, it can wait. So, instead of all that other junk, you got this. We wanted to give you something to let you know how pleased we are that you've joined our club and that you're such a good friend. Here. It's beautiful. Happy birthday, Rosie.
Yeah. Season's greetings.
Thank you.
Great. Now it's time for cake?
I'll spare you the graphic details of what happened next. Let's just say we stuck to a dry toast and water diet for the next 2 days. So this is a thank you breakfast. Michael really did me a big favour yesterday. It was about what he didn't say. It wasn't the birthday Rosie might have expected, but it ended with a great sleepover and she loved her present. Here's a priceless piece of advice. The best presents cannot be bought. I love giving away my old clothes. It's kind of like making a fresh start. A whole new you. And of course, someone else gets to be a new them too. Not everyone's good at giving up old stuff, especially not Rosie.
Dad, did you give away all my stuff?
But I'm not supposed to talk about that. Okay, but you dragged it out of me. It all started when Rosie came out with the perfect midnight feast. Drinks made out of pineapple and stuff. We decided it was her turn to host the sleepover. And that's when it nearly was the end for Rosie and the Sleepover Club.
Now, you all know the Jumble sale to raise funds for the new gymnasium is Saturday. I'm expecting big things from all of you. In fact, I'm going to give a prize to whomever collects the most Jumble. A week of free smoothies at the Beach Hut Cafe on me.
Yes!
Okay, you can go home.
I'm donating my whole spring-summer collection from last year. We are so going to win those smoothies.
In your dreams, you leftovers don't stand a chance.
And who's going to beat us? You?
Please. Maybe you'd like to put your smoothies where your mouth is.
We'll do better than that. If you boys win, we'll serve you the smoothies ourselves.
In bikinis. Oh, right there in the middle of the Beach Hut Cafe. I was on a roll. There was no stopping me. That happens sometimes.
You're on.
And if you win?
Not that it's going to happen. You serve us the smoothies. In bikinis. Right there in the middle of the Beach Hut Cafe.
Deal.
But
Relax. I haven't got a chance.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Do I look worried?
no, but that's what I'm worried about.
What was I thinking? I can't give this away. It's so me.
It's going. You got us into this bet.
And now your so me things are going to get us out of it. Frankie dared them. I am not, repeat, not wearing a bikini in front of those heinous and horrendous boys. Don't worry. It won't come to that.
We'll win the Jumble Challenge easily. Frankie, I don't know what to say. We're all so grateful.
Rosie's got a great idea. The perfect midnight feast.
Tell us more.
Dad made us watch this Elvis Presley movie the other night.
Elvis.
I know. Anyway, it had this really cute beach party with drinks made out of pineapple and stuff.
Can we do grass skirts and everything?
Why not?
She's ready.
For what?
You're ready to host your first sleepover.
Host a sleepover.
The Elvis beach party thing. That's great.
I was thinking we could, you know, do it on the beach. Get the whole Hawaiian effect.
We can start off on the beach, sing a few songs.
Play volleyball, have a bonfire.
Then, when it gets dark, we can head back to your house.
But it would be much better if we actually, you know, stayed on the beach.
Oh, my parents won't like it though.
Well, it's worth asking. We can't have a bonfire inside, can we?
I guess it's worth a try.
As you can imagine, we had to break it to Rosie that our parents weren't exactly keen on the idea.
Dad said we can definitely have the bonfire. He checked it out with the council. It's going to be so fantastic. Sleeping under the stars and everything. I've always wanted to do that.
Rosie, the thing is, we're not allowed.
What do you mean?
Our parents won't let us. Big surprise.
Not.
But
that means the sleepover has to be at your place.
I don't. My dad... It just wouldn't work.
Sure it will. We can do all that stuff we talked about on the beach, and then we can head back to your place before it gets dark.
Simple.
Maybe we should just call the whole thing off.
No way. I've already made the grass skirts.
And I'm with Rosie. We definitely should cancel.
Seriously, it wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work?
Guys, I can't.
Can't or won't?
Spill. What's the problem?
I just don't want to host, okay?
You don't want to host? Ever?
That's what she said.
That's what the Sleepover Club is all about.
Well, I can't. And if that means that I can't be in the club, then I guess I'm not.
Rosie. Rosie.
I'll go.
Rosie! I don't want to talk about it, Lyndz.
You have to. We're your friends. It's our job to squeeze every little secret out of you. Then you get to do the same to us. That's how friendship works.
I have to sort this one out on my own.
Maybe we can help. Maybe I can help.
Really? Thanks.
Come on, we're worried about you.
Hiya, Petal! How was school?
What's he doing?
Teaching himself to play golf. He's already hacked up the back lawn, so now he's moved on to the front.
Isn't it about time you introduced us to your dad? After all, we've seen him dancing like a lunatic. We all really want to meet him. And Will, you never stop talking about them.
Another time, I really have to get stuck into that maths homework.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Bye. And thanks for walking with me.
Sure.
You didn't want to invite your friend in?
She had homework to do. You don't have to know everything about my life.
If I didn't know better, I might think you were ashamed of me.
I'm not ashamed of you.
My golf's getting better, I swear.
You think?
Hey, Rosie.
Hey, Will. When did you blow in?
Oh, just now. Back for 3 days of family bonding. Juice. Great.
There's no chance he's adopted, is there? Scares me that we share the same genes.
So, I had this great idea for your room today. What if we went for a light apple
There's
green?
no rush, you know.
Oh, I know. It's just that, well, your room's the last one to do upstairs, and I've got the time.
Dad, it's fine.
You can't keep putting me off forever.
You know why she doesn't want it done.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Mm-mm.
Making a new life here doesn't mean forgetting your old one. Your mum would understand. It's what she'd want.
have homework. I decided that we had to take action. We need to find a way to get inside her house, check out what's going on, and make sure she's okay.
I'm not sure about this. If she wanted us to know, she'd tell us.
It does seem a bit full on.
What if she's in real trouble?
It's not like we can just walk up to the front door and say, "Hi, would you mind letting us in? We need to inspect your house, check up on your family situation."
We need a plan.
Okay, so that plan needed work. Kenny thought a less direct approach might work better. Are we there yet?
According to this, we should be right under the living room.
Frankie, would you get your feet out of my face?
Shh. I think we're here.
That's when I figured we were making it more difficult for ourselves than it probably needed to be.
Uh-oh.
The living room, huh?
It's gonna take weeks to get this sand out of my hair, Kenny. The Jumble sale. That's how we're gonna get inside. We just knock on the door and ask for some Jumble. Just like that? Just like that.
What about Rosie?
She has her dreaded piano lesson this afternoon.
You really have thought of everything.
Not quite everything. What am I going to wear? Hi, Mr. Cartwright!
I've been doing some painting.
Nice place you got here.
I'm not much of a handyman, so it's taking a bit longer than expected.
The sale's a fundraiser for the new gymnasium.
We're hoping to win the competition for collecting the most Jumble. Kinda makes working for a good cause fun and worthwhile.
That's exactly what the boys said.
What boys?
3 of them. They had leaflets, the whole bit. Seemed very dedicated to the cause.
Dedicated to causing us grief.
Oh, Frankie.
Pardon?
Nothing. They're just, well, they're boys.
I see.
And you know how boys are.
This is Rosie's brother, Will. He's supposed to be studying.
Would have been rude not to say hi to our guests. Hi.
Hi.
Right, Jumble sale. Now, I did promise the boys a few boxes. Most of it's stuff from the UK I haven't unpacked yet, but there's plenty for all of you.
Must be great living so close to the beach.
If Dad ever finishes the house.
Where's Rosie's room?
Top of the stairs. Only room Dad hasn't started on yet.
Really?
Could we take a look at your, Jumble stuff?
Sure.
Thanks so much for helping us out, Mr. Cartwright.
Glad to help.
Actually, there's something else we wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Cartwright.
Shoot.
It's about Rosie's bedroom.
It's all about timing. If we don't get that right, then we're...
Oh, hi. It's okay. I get the message. What message? I know I can't be in the club anymore, but I thought we might at least still be friends.
We are.
Sure. What do we do?
Nothing yet.
Kenny, she's upset.
Just stick to the plan. Everything will be fine. You'll see.
Do you want to talk about it? Or is this one of those, leave me alone, I'm growing up by myself things?
You've been watching too many talk shows.
Oh, well, I blame writer's block.
Moving to Australia was pretty tough, especially with Mum and stuff. Then I made these new friends, and everything got easier. I felt like I belonged or something. Stupid.
And now?
Now I've mucked it all up. They don't want to know me. I'm such a loser.
It'll work out, Rosie.
Will it?
You'd be surprised at how forgiving people can be.
Maybe.
So, what are you doing tonight?
Well, my social calendar is just jam-packed now that I'm totally friendless.
Good. Then you can help set up the Jumble sale.
Dad, no way!
Yes way. PTA need volunteers. Your brother says he wants to help too.
He doesn't even go to school there.
Well, he'd never say so, but I think he sees it as a chance to hang out with you.
And to soften you up before asking for more pocket money.
Probably. Come on, I'll give you a ride down there.
Dad's onto you, you know.
About what?
Why you're doing this?
I'm going because it's a good cause.
Sure.
Aren't I, Dad?
You're going so I can get some work done, and because it's a good cause.
Mr. Cartwright was keeping his side of the bargain. Now it was time for us to do the same.
There's no way we're going to be able to get this done in time.
Not when we're supposed to be out collecting Jumble. What about the bikini bat?
Bikini bat will be fine. Now, everyone think positive.
I can't do anything until I go home and change. This outfit, it's all wrong.
I love those earrings. Are those the ones you got for your birthday?
Yeah, not too dangly.
Not at all.
Can we please just get on with it?
This is Rosie's room?
Oh, gross.
Poor Rosie. How could she live in this?
And we've got how long to do this renovation rescue thing?
I thought it might be bad, but
Where do we start?
No wonder she wouldn't have us over. Imagine waking up to this.
Well, you will be if we don't get a move on.
Well, there goes soccer practice.
who's that?
My mum.
She's pretty.
She looks just like Rosie.
That's sort of when we realized fixing up Rosie's room was about more than just painting the walls.
We need to move her stuff down to the garage before we can get started.
Most of it's still in boxes.
See? Things are looking up already.
I'm thinking pink. You know, make a statement.
Sure, but is that the statement Rosie would want to make?
Pink? Who wouldn't?
I was thinking maybe something a bit more cool.
Exactly. Efficient, practical, functional.
Sounds like a factory, not a bedroom.
And you've got a better idea?
I reckon I do. Gather round.
No, this is closer, Michael.
I don't know about this.
Hang on, this is Rosie's house, isn't it?
The guy that answered the door did look kind of familiar.
Jackpot!
Cool!
Those girls don't know what they're in for. Suits you.
Idiot. So, why is Rosie's dad giving us all their Jumble?
Who cares? Look at it. The smoothies are ours. It's so perfect I could cry.
I'm gonna make this world a different place. Nothing's gonna be the same. And everything is shining bright and new. I'm gonna share it with you. This world a different place. Nothing's gonna be the same. Everything is shining bright and new. I'm gonna share it with you.
This is totally boring. It's forced labour.
You'd actually have to do something before you could call it labour.
I don't think I can push her any further, Captain.
Miss Nichols, we've come to claim our victory.
I see. Do I want to know where all this came from?
Miss Nichols, this is about improving our school.
Aha. Well, boys, it seems the smoothies are all yours.
Yes.
If no one else tops you before the deadline expires in less than an hour.
Hey, man. Nice hat.
You think so?
I've seen that somewhere before.
There's a good reason for that. Where did you get this? This is all my stuff.
You! Your dad said we could have the boxes in the garage. This is what was in them.
Matthew, perhaps we need to have a little chat?
Right now, push it through the door. Push it through the door.
Great timing.
David Cartwright. Yes, Will.
We don't have a lot of time to get this jumble down to the centre.
What? Right, okay, see you soon. Rosie's on her way home. Now. She's coming. Everyone, find a place to hide.
Dad? 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 Did you give away all my stuff?
Yeah, Will told me what happened. There must have been a mix-up. We'll sort it.
First, the sleepover girls throw me out. Now you do too? Literally? It was so embarrassing. You have no idea. Those boys will never let me live this down.
Yeah, I know you're upset.
Upset? They saw my, underwear.
There's something I want you to see.
Now, I just want to go to my room.
Okay, if that's what you want to do.
Fast, so don't go touching the walls.
Unless you want a handful of paint.
What they said. I can't believe it. It's fantastic.
It was Lynd's idea to do a wall each. She also had the photo made up too.
Ta-da! It's great. I love it. I don't know what to say. Say you'll host the sleepover. I'll host the sleepover. I'll host the sleepover.
The room worked out better than we hoped. Rosie loved it. There was only one thing we needed to worry about now.
The jumble sale!
The jumble sale! We made it to school just in time to win the jumble competition. So we won the bet with the M&Ms too. Between you and me, that was the sweetest victory of all.
Fliss, you're a genius.
I know, it's a gift. Hey, Matthew, that collar looks great on you.
Perhaps you boys would be interested in some part-time waitressing jobs?
Life is so sweet.
You may have won the battle, but don't go thinking you've won the war.
You wanted a beach party? I give you a fully approved beach party.
Ta-da! Oh, this is too much. You've thought of everything.
And now for the final touch.
Guys, thanks. This is perfect.
When we're good?
We're very good.
To us. To the Sleepover Club.
Cheers! So that's how Rosie ended up hosting her first sleepover and making a fresh start. Anyone can do it. You just gotta be willing to give the old stuff away. Old clothes, old secrets, all the stuff you hang on to but don't really need. I'll take these, please.
Okay.
Oh, and this.
But
But, Fliss, aren't these the clothes you donated yourself?
I know.
Okay.
Only problem with being the new you is leaving the old one behind. Sometimes that's easier said than done.
Why am I doing this? Don't even ask. Family, right? Most of the time they so don't get what's going on. That's why friends are so cool. They understand you. But life can get kind of complicated when you have to choose between your friends and your family.
Yeah, well, it's not funny.
Yes, it was. Playing a trick on an M&M is always funny. That M&M is also my brother. It started with Tom's birthday party. Can't wait till Nana arrives.
Yeah, it'll be good. But she always treats me like I'm still about 6.
Poor little Mikeykins.
It's not funny. She doesn't call you Lindsaykins, does she?
That's because I'm so much more mature than you.
You are not.
Michael, another note from Mrs. Poole. What are these distracting noises you've been making in class?
It was all a bit of a misunderstanding, Dad.
Well, I don't want any misunderstandings happening at Tom's birthday, all right, son? Try and act your age this year.
Yes, Dad. Don't know why he's giving me such a hard time about Tom's birthday.
Have you forgotten what happened last year?
But that technically wasn't my fault.
That's not fair! She got more icing than me! I want a bigger piece, Dad. I want a cherry, too.
Put the cake down now, Michael.
Good one, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
If you stop acting like a kid, people might stop treating you like one.
Okay. So at Tom's party?
No dumb M&M pranks would be a good start.
Right.
And no bugging my friends.
Fair enough.
Wow. You're really taking this seriously.
It's family.
That's the thing about families. Sometimes they can bring out the best in people. And other times, it's hard to know what's going on. My Gran just turned 70. She's old, but she's pretty cool. Hey, Gran. How's your birthday? Were you out partying all night?
Unfortunately, no. I sit around and listen to old people talk about their hip replacement.
Did you get some awesome presents?
I'll add them to my fluffy slipper collection.
Gran, it's a present from your friend.
I know, but my friends are so old.
Hello? You've just had your 70th birthday.
My parents didn't name me Chonghua, spring flower, for nothing. I feel as young as the day I won the Yangtze District Prize for athletics.
That was a long time ago, Gran. Anyway, I'm on my way out.
Where?
A party. Lynd's older brother Tom's turning 16. Should be great. It's at the beach.
Oh, perhaps I could come too.
No offense, Gran, but it's not really your scene. Haven't you got Tai Chi today?
It's cancelled. Miss Smith trapped her foot in another window doing that crane position.
You pensioners are a rowdy lot. Lynd's Nana had arrived on a holiday from England for Tom's birthday.
Imagine Tommy, 16 and so grown up.
Get over here.
And I can't believe you, little Mikeykins. You haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have, Nana.
My little tiny Mikeykins.
Isn't he so cutie booty?
Can you pour us a drink?
You're still my favourite little 10-year-old grandson.
I'm 12, Nana. Same as Lynd's, remember?
All right, everyone, present time.
Awesome.
Maybe when you're a big boy, you'll be able to have a surfboard all of your own.
Guess what? You're promoted. Head chef and sausage burner.
See what Julie gave me?
Can you handle it? Sure.
Pretty good present.
Now I can show everyone what he's really made of.
Kenny, isn't that your Gran?
My Gran?
Hope you don't mind me coming.
Oh, we're delighted to have you here. We've heard so much about you from Lyndz.
You're a real favourite with the girls.
Wait, do you want a drink?
It's not too late for you to be out, is it, dear?
Don't you worry. I'm not like the old folk. I'm a real party animal.
I understand you practice Tai Chi, Mrs. Tan. Did you learn from a Chinese master?
No, from Mrs. Connolly. Down at the community center.
Well, I'd just love it if you could show me some basic moves.
I'm not a teacher, but...
Gran? Doing Tai Chi in front of all my friends? I don't think so. Come on, Gran. Let's go get a drink.
How about I take care of your gran? We old folk must stick together.
Here, Frankie.
Oh, this looks like fun. Can we play?
Get ready, quick, quick!
Give it back.
Make me. Nah.
That's an offer I can't refuse.
Get it, Frankie. Michael, get it! Get it, Rosie!
Michael!
Quick, get it!
Go, chef boy! Get the frisbee!
Yes!
How come you didn't catch it? Couldn't leave these steaks. They're almost ready for stage 4. Stage 4? I start over here, right? That's the raw stuff. Stage 1. First time I turn them, they go here. Stage 2. Second turn, stage 3. Then stage 4, over here, cooked and ready to eat.
Wow. That is so fascinating.
I know. Oh, can't stay talking.
There are times when there's no stopping Rosie. She just has to play a practical joke. If we'd known, we'd have tried to stop her. You don't mess with family parties, right?
Young people's parties can be so exhausting. Perhaps I should call you a taxi to take you home.
No. But please, if you're tired...
Oh, I could go on all night. My friends can't keep up with me. Barbara, they say. What is your secret?
You eat lots of those sugary cakes?
Not at all. I do my best to keep fit. Tennis, golf twice a week. Mind you, I shall be jolly pleased if I'm still at it at your age. Now, let me get you another cup of tea, dear.
Barbecue's ready, Dad.
Queue up, everyone!
Come on, Rosie. We're seeing who can get the best catch. Forget the frisbee. Watch this.
All the stuff at this end is placed by type and ordered by readiness, like prawns, sausages.
What a clever young man.
According to my calculations, everything should be cooked to perfection just about now.
Well done, Michael. What a shame.
What a mess.
Good one.
Great system, Mike. It's almost as good as my sock drawer.
He's done his best. It's too big a job for him. He's only 10.
I'm 12.
Did you see his face?
I'm glad you find it funny because nobody else does.
Lyndz, it was a joke.
Yeah, well, it's not funny.
Yes, it was. Playing a trick on an M&M is always funny.
That M&M is also my brother. Doing the barbecue today really mattered to Michael.
What's the big deal about cooking sausages?
He had something to prove.
Fine. That doesn't mean he has to have a humour bypass.
Things got even worse once the M&Ms joined in.
Don't you know barbecues are sacred?
Yeah, it's like going back to primitive man in the cave.
I rest my case.
Are you calling my brother a caveman?
Your
No,
granddaughter's
I'm not.
friends have
What are you trying to say?
interesting
Lyndz,
sense of
relax.
humour.
It was a joke.
About as interesting as your grandson's cooking.
Come on. Doing that to Michael wasn't playing fair.
Since when did the M&Ms play fair?
Who said we had to?
We wouldn't even know how to.
I never said he was a caveman.
He said he lived in a cave.
Well, I have seen his bedroom.
We could have kept going all night, but when Lindsay's parents came over to tell us we were ruining Tom's party, it made us realise we'd forgotten something important.
They're right. Wait a minute. Where's Tom?
We need to find Tom.
Why did you leave the party? They are missing you back there.
I wanted a bit of space. Try out the new board.
Looks like fun.
You should try it.
Don't you think I'm too old?
You're only as old as you feel.
Most of the people think I'm too old for anything but mahjong. They look at me like a woman, but inside, I'm still young. If I could just show them I'm not a feeble old woman.
We hadn't been able to find Tom, and the party had pretty much stopped after our yelling match. But on my way home...
Like this?
Slow down. Just step back.
Gran! What are you doing?
Tom is teaching me some hot surfing moves.
She's a first-rate grommet.
She's a gran, not a grommet.
What's a grommet?
A beginner surfer.
Oh. Once I have mastered this, I think I'm gonna take up windsurfing as well.
It seemed that our families were beginning to totally lose the plot. By the next day, we were sure the whole thing would have blown over.
You've got to apologise to Michael. What for? He's blaming me for what you did. Oh, tell him to get over it. He won't talk to me until you say sorry. Hey, then I'm doing you a favour. I don't believe you could be this insensitive. Insensitive? The barbecue thing was a joke. You guys saw the look on his face. It was funny. Trouble is, Lyndz didn't seem to think so. Maybe you should just say you're sorry. You can't be serious. Cross your fingers behind your back if you want to. Cross your eyes. No way. Come on, Rosie, like you said, it's no big deal. I'm sorry, but I didn't think apologizing to an M&M was part of the SOC rulebook. This isn't serious, is it? No way. It's just a disagreement. By tonight's sleepover, it'll all be totally over. Leave it to me. I know just what they need.
Now just lie back here and relax. And don't let any silly boy ruin tonight's sleepover. After all, that would be letting them win, wouldn't it?
Lyndz, I know what I did wasn't the nicest thing. So you'll apologise to Michael? If that's what it's going to take, then I guess I'll have to. So you're sorry for what you did? Yes, I'm sorry.
As my mum always says, there's not a problem in the world that can't be healed by a good facial.
Good job. I can't believe this! You knew what he was doing! You're on his side. Great payback. Oh, I'm out of here. Good. Fine. Guys!
Here we are, girls. Where's Lyndz and Rosie today?
Probably wrestling each other.
Don't worry, they both agreed to come tonight.
So they're over it.
Not exactly, but neither of them want to miss a sleepover.
The team that plays together stays together.
SOCs, this is going to be the best sleepover yet. I found this fab quiz and Mum promised Mexican takeaway.
Mr. S, could I have a chocolate spread sandwich? Yeah, with extra cucumber.
I thought you said they were talking to each other.
Well, they were. Sorta.
Hey there, Granny, won't you grab a board? We're gonna hit the waves with Ethel and Mark.
Gran! Be careful!
I'm fine. I'm practicing hanging ten.
Gran, you can't surf.
Of course not here. It's a good board, a good swell, and an offshore breeze.
The surf at the pipeline is really pumping. Big wave surfers only today, folks. And look at this. It's Chunwa, newcomer to the circuit, taking off on the gnarliest wave of the day. Oh, Oh, that's one bad wipeout, folks.
I mean, you're too old.
I didn't put your father through the medical school for nothing. Tonight he's gonna give me a medical, and it will prove that I'm not too old to serve.
Hey, can I borrow your Walkman?
Sure. It's over there.
What's wrong?
Going to a sleepover. Rosie will be there.
You two still aren't talking?
What she did to you at Tom's party was...
I'm over at Lyndz. You should be too.
Frankie, this doesn't look like a Mexican sleepover.
Think of it more like a United Nations conference.
Exactly, because before the sleepover, we're going to try out some conflict resolution. Now, conflict resolution is all about listening to each other. So we need to use an object that's neutral. Like Dumpy. Whoever's holding Dumpy has the right to speak.
I can just see a little grey elephant solving the problems of the United Nations.
Hey, Juliet!
Rosie, you're first.
How come she gets to go first when it's all her fault?
Lyndz, let her speak.
If you want to be so childish, you go first. You're calling me childish? Who pulled the stupid barbecue stunt in the first place? Conflict was definitely winning over resolution, so I thought I'd try and relieve the tension.
I know. How about a game of soccer?
Hey! Be nice to the elephant, okay? Now, neither of you will let go of this Michael incident. But it's over. It's in the past. Let's leave it there.
It so isn't about Michael.
That's right. This is about her being insensitive to me.
And her being insensitive to me. I'm leaving. Well, I'm leaving first. No one had ever walked out before. Was this going to end up being our last sleepover? There was no way the Sleepover Club was dead and buried. It just needed one of us to come up with a peace plan. I find a bit of exercise helps the thinking process. And running is the best thinking exercise of all. Usually. Huh?
Gran!
Now what?
I'm training.
For what?
Your father said I'm too old for surfing. He said one fall, I'll break every bone in my body. Snap!
So what are you doing here?
If I can't hit the waves, I thought the next best thing is to run the marathon.
Well, this is one for the history books. It's now 5 hours since the last competitor crossed the finishing line in this year's marathon, but there is still one runner left to complete the race. And I believe she's about to arrive. It's Chunwa. She's made it to the arena and now has just 400 meters to go.
I'm off for a burger. I think we've got time.
The marathon is not for old people, Gran. You'll eat up all your body fat in 1 kilometer.
Race you?
No way!
Scare you loose?
As if I didn't have enough on my mind. What was she going to try next?
Punchy! I'm fine, just must strain.
Seriously, Gran, you've got to stop this.
Are you cross at me?
It's not you. I'm upset about my friends.
Are they still fighting?
We can't find a way to fix it. Frankie's tried, Fliss has tried. If we don't do anything, the Sleepover Club is history.
What about you? Just like the story of two brothers. One day, their mother gave them some oranges to take to...
The only thing slower than Tai Chi is one of Gran's stories. But I didn't have anything else to do, so I hung in. Sorry, Gran, but I don't get it.
What is this?
An orange?
Now, what is it?
Bits of an orange?
Exactly.
I don't get what an orange has got to do with my friends.
Friends, part of your club. Just like the pieces are part of the orange. Without all the pieces, the orange cannot be whole.
So without Rosie or Lyndz, the Sleepover Club is not the Sleepover Club.
Correct. Just like the brothers in the story, they're so busy fighting, they cannot see the damage they're about to do.
So somehow we need to make them see that without them, there is no Sleepover Club.
I said you smart girl.
I knew I couldn't tell the story as well as Gran had, so I had to think of another way to get through to them.
None of us want the Sleepover Club to end. But the question is, how do we continue having sleepovers when two of our members aren't friends anymore?
And for a while, it looked like we couldn't.
But then we came up with a system.
We've drawn up a spreadsheet to chart which sleepover is at which person's place and who's coming.
So if it's at Rosie's, Lyndz won't come.
And if it's at Lyndz's, Rosie won't come.
And if it's at mine, Lyndz won't come.
And if it's at mine, Rosie won't come.
And each of you will come to every second one at my place.
And that way, we'll keep having sleepovers.
And you two won't have to have anything to do with one another.
It's a perfect solution.
No, it isn't. It's awful.
I guess Lyndz could go to Fliss's instead of Rosie.
That's not what we mean. A sleepover wouldn't be a sleepover if there were only 4 of us.
Or 3 of us, like at Frankie's.
Yeah. The club won't be the same without all 5 of us. I'm sorry. Me too. I've been totally selfish. And I've been really stubborn, but the thing with Michael, I know it was a really mean thing for me to do.
Well, he's an M&M, isn't he?
Yes, but he's also your brother. Can't blame you for that.
That was a brilliant plan. How did you do it?
Something my gran said. Worked pretty well, too. I'm sorry. But I couldn't have done it without Gran. You see, there's this old saying. As you get slower across the ground, you get faster between the ears. I got that from football, not the ancestors. But it's true. Gran might not be able to sprint like she used to, but she's lived long and knows a lot. I'll tell you something else. Tai Chi is a lot harder than it looks.
Love, it's the strangest feeling.
Have you ever noticed how love does funny things to people? I can't go through anything like what happened at the swim carnival again. If it hadn't been for the SOCs, I wouldn't have made it through. And neither would Fliss.
Let me at the dumb little one shit!
It's all because of the way people lose their heads over romance.
Come on, lift those knees, suck in that air.
It all started last Wednesday morning. Dad had gone on a health kick.
That's it, you can do it.
Why he suddenly decided sweat was so good for him, I don't know.
Hi. How was it?
You can feel it doing you good.
Oh, the swimming carnival's on Monday. Can you sign my consent form?
Can't wait to cheer you girls on.
This was not my dad. Swimming? Way too sporty. Last time I asked, he was not keen. Hey, Dad. The swim carnival's next month. You're not coming, are you?
Think I'll give it a miss. Bit too vigorous for me.
No probs.
Couldn't grab me another cup of coffee, could you? Save me getting up? Want some wheatgrass juice?
No, thank you.
Says here, heaps of alien abductions are reported, but never confirmed. People taken by aliens and replaced with exact doubles.
Sorry, love?
Nothing, Dad.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
No, it's left at the nebula, right at the black hole, then it's the 3rd planet along. Looking forward to seeing you, Zip Pepper.
In fact, it could explain a lot.
Her lifetime of misery came to an end when poor Catherine of Aragon died.
Alone, broken-hearted, a has-been queen.
All because her husband, Henry VIII, went to some palace party and lost his heart to Anne Boleyn.
And then later he met someone else, so he had Anne's head chopped off?
I'm afraid so.
Cool! Fliss had a rose-tinted view of romance.
So, Ryan, what is that spherical object thou kickest so pointlessly?
Thank you, girls. And yes, as Marco has told us already, next week we will do the life of Henry's second wife, Anne Boleyn. Any volunteers? Okay, Fliss. Who's your partner? Oh! Marco, excellent. So, class, next week we will hear from Fliss and Marco on Anne Boleyn.
Too bad. We were aiming for a line of banana.
Tough break, man.
Here's how it works. You find 10 books by Thursday and you call me.
Oh. It's a major drag, but what choice have I got? She gave me a number, so I have to call her.
You've got Slide Bottom's mobile number.
How else can I call her to boss her around? Although, there's a million things I'd rather be doing.
You know, I'm really glad to hear that, man, because the fact is, you don't stand a chance against Ryan Scott.
Love, it's the strangest feeling. Love, it does the strangest things. Takes me on that merry-go-round, turns me upside down. It turns me on and turns me off, and then it turns me on again.
Where have you been? Stargazing?
That night, the sleepover was at my house.
Exercising, watching what he eats, a new haircut? This could only mean one thing.
He's getting fat and his hair's too long.
He's got a mystery woman on the scene.
My dad?
Swim carnival is Monday. When are we going to organise the relay?
Let's stick with alien abduction. I can handle that.
What have aliens got to do with the relay?
Millennium Man magazine. I found it in the toilet.
Lyndz, what about the bathroom speed record? I was timing you.
Oops, I forgot. It was beginning to look like the SOCs had a point. I mean, what self-respecting extraterrestrial reads articles like wheatgrass? The healthy way to a new you?
Mystery woman.
But what woman? Dad doesn't even know any. He talks to the deli lady. He waves to the mail lady. He argues with the parking officer.
That's 3 potential new stepmoms.
Rosie, don't speak to your mother like that.
It's better than one mum with 3 heads.
What's up with Rosie?
I know. Let's distract ourselves and talk about the swim carnival. Kenny, we're talking about life here.
Oh, the swim carnival. Kenny, you're right. Dad's never been to it before. So why is he suddenly coming on Monday?
This can only mean one thing. Mystery woman will be lurking at the pool.
Miss Nichols? The mystery woman? Do you believe they were touching?
No, they could make an interesting combo.
Winner of race 1, Kendra Tan.
Oh, look, Kenny won!
Got a mobile number. There's got to be some way we can use it. I've got it. It's simple, yet brilliant. It's simply brilliant.
Brooke Ashton. Every school in the world has one. Boys dream about her, girls dream they are her. But our Brooke was a serious freak. Because despite all this, we all liked her.
So, what's the plan? Huh? Give us your mobile.
Competitors for the breaststroke to the warm-up area, please.
I tried my best to deal with it. I really did.
Come on, Rosie, time to get wet.
Wait for it. Right, she's reading. She's freaking.
Oh, what is it? They're not making cherry lip gloss anymore? What event are you in, Ryan? Ryan?
Ryan! Wow! What does he mean, what event am I in? I've memorized every event he's in.
I don't think you should answer it.
Why not?
Well, not just yet. We need to think about this. Go slow. Play it smart.
Slow, smart. It's a fact, I'm gonna die.
On your marks. Get set.
Go!
Rosie!
Rosie, come on.
In that moment, I saw it. My future family cheer squad.
The winner of our 50-metre breaststroke final with a personal best and new school record is Kendra Tan.
SOCs? This is starting to reach life-altering proportions. Should be at your house all the time.
Hanging around.
A teacher.
English assignments due tomorrow. Oh, and Rosie. I found your bra underneath your bed this morning.
Dad and Miss Nichols must be kept apart whatever it takes. Aren't you forgetting what happened last time we interfered with Miss Nichols' love life?
They're not having a love life.
The important thing is not to wait for chances. We have to go looking for them.
All backstroke competitors, please report.
Oops, backstroke. Gotta go.
Subject shows no sign of moving. Repeat, no sign of moving.
It's okay. Your dad's over there.
I think we need to relax for a moment. So, Ryan, you want to know what event I'm in?
Oh, we've so sucked her in.
What's it say?
It says we are geniuses.
Let me see.
So, Ryan, do you think we should message her back? You know, Ryan, I think it would be rude not to.
Frankie may not have been able to hear what they were up to, but she knew the M&Ms were up to something evil. But right now, there were more urgent things to attend to.
Right, think I'll go and get some drinks. Anyone want one?
I'll get them. You take it easy, Mr. Cartwright.
Really, I don't mind.
All that exercise Rosie tells us you're doing?
You should be resting up whenever you can.
Lyndz had done brilliantly, but it was just the beginning.
Oh, David.
David Cartwright. Hello.
You.
How long has this been going on for? 33 seconds. This is bad. Dad's not funny. What do we do now? I hoped it wouldn't come to this.
No way, Rosie. Not that.
What choice has she got?
Anything but that. It won't work.
What Kenny meant is that it always worked. Problem is, it's so uncool.
Ow! Kenny! What is it? Quick, you Stickles! I think it's the bends. Ow!
What is it, Kenny?
Ow!
Tell me where it hurts.
Did I say I was desperate?
Ow!
Dad, I feel sick.
They're pulling fake sickies. Things must have gotten desperate.
What is a turtle babe like you?
Doing at a carnival like this, man, you are a genius. Yes, well, the trick is to keep it short but still get in just the right amount of cheap flattery.
I'm never going to delete this. What do you think I should say back?
Don't say anything. Keep him guessing and be mysterious.
Ignore him? Are you serious?
Oh, Rosie, what's up?
You look awful. I feel awful.
You don't feel like you want to be sick, do you? I could get you a bucket. Right, well, you sit quietly and I'll go and get some water.
Oh, no, Miss Carr, you stay, I'll go.
You sure?
Definitely. I know what you creepoids are up to.
No, you don't.
So you are up to something.
No.
Cool. And you won't have to suffer the consequences.
Wait a minute. What if there was
something going on?
What consequences would you mean?
Oops.
I think we need them to meet up.
Yeah.
Guys, how's this for an incredible idea?
Yeah, what?
Now that we've really fooled Fliss, like totally, maybe now is the perfect time to call the whole thing off.
Yeah, just so we got her on the hook, we stop. Good one, doofus.
Fliss, we need to talk.
Big hugs! Ryan and I are dating.
Meet beach hut after school smoothie. This isn't good.
Yes, it is. In every conceivable way. This is good.
Do you even know it's from him?
Well, of course it's from him. See, it won't allow me to see who sent it.
What?
Well, of course Ryan would have his number withheld. Otherwise, every girl would be trying to get it.
So that proves it's him.
This is just the best day of my life.
Poor Frankie. This was way too big for one SOC to handle alone.
Aren't you in the relay? Me neither. Too tired after my personal best of butterfly.
How's our assignment going?
I want to talk to you about that. I've been reading about Anne Boleyn.
Did you know she had her eye on Henry long before he even noticed her?
She was probably ambitious. Had a dream.
I guess if you want to be queen that bad, you have to marry king, right? Anne got so hooked on Henry, she didn't even watch out for what was going on around her. You should always keep your eyes open. Things aren't always what they seem. That's a message I got.
Sounds to me like the message is, don't marry a head chopper. Haven't you got some more reading to do?
After making a miraculous recovery for the relay race, I realised there was just no way I could go on keeping Dad and Miss Nichols apart and still have a life. Miss Nichols? I'm sorry my dad's been hounding you.
Has he? I hadn't noticed.
You don't have to be nice. Ever since the doctors gave him the okay, all Dad wants to do is talk about his experience. I was desperate. I panicked. I hit an all-time low.
Right. I read about alien abductions. Sorry, Miss Nichols, emergency. All SOC is needed, like, right now.
Stop it, Ryan! Stop playing games with my heart!
Poor Fliss.
This is a new low, even for the M&Ms.
We've got to stop them.
Any ideas?
I think it's time we called in some outside expertise.
That's our plan. Will you do it?
I'm in.
Meanwhile, Frankie and I were getting creative. We had a seriously serious payback to attend to. We need something that totally sums up what being Matthew, Michael, and Marco is all about.
The words oily and worms come to mind.
Are you M&M?
Who? Us?
I hope the three of you don't mind. But this note you sent me is so amazing, I just have to share it with everyone.
What note?
Oh, Brooke, you are so fine. Our glum little lives begin to shine, in the hope that one day you will be mine. Although we are but three oily worms, deep inside our hearts churn. We're as interesting as wood chip logs. Dear Brooke, take pity on us lovesick dogs. With all our love, M, and M.
I don't remember writing that.
I'm sorry you feel like oily worms. Please, lay off the hideous poetry. Nice payback. Thanks, Brooke.
That was the best. Payback for what?
Yes. There's something we need to tell you.
Let me at those dumb little wood shit! Let it go, Fliss. Believe me, they're totally paid out. Totally.
Yes, so.
What you guys did for me was really great.
If your friends won't save you from humiliation, who will?
Come on, let's go get a smoothie.
There's someone I've got to talk to first. Who?
Uh-oh. So much for letting it go. Marco, I need to talk to you.
Don't talk. Just smile and nod and look like you're having a wicked time. Got it?
What's wrong with him? He's powerless. She's like a witch.
You tried to warn me it wasn't Ryan, didn't you? But I didn't listen.
Do I smile and nod now?
Please. We won't go into why you might have done it, because that's kind of scary.
Good idea.
Yeah. I just want to say I feel bad about not listening to you and not thanking you for the rubbish bin thing.
You saw that?
Please don't make me say thank you again. The rubbish bin should have warned me. You're secretly a nice guy.
I am?
But mess with me again and I'll expose you. Imagine if that got around. Imagine if the worms back there found out.
Found out what?
That you're a nice guy, stupid. Marco, I could squash you like a fly.
Even after all that happened, I bet if Fliss got an SMS right now to meet Ryan, she'd be there in a flash. Because Fliss believes in romance. It's part of who she is. And as for Dad and Miss Nichols, what's happened to the health kick?
I finished the article. No need for any more research.
So that's all it was about? Research for an article?
You can't very well write about health and fitness till you've tried it.
So this had nothing to do with Miss Nichols?
Miss Nichols?
Never mind.
Speaking of Miss Nichols, she was asking me about alien abductions. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
So, in the end, the only person who really lost their head in all this was me. I totally freaked at the thought of Dad and Miss Nichols, but it was never really going to happen. Anyway, I couldn't have done anything about it, really. As Fliss says, romance will always find a way. Oh. And Dad made me come clean and tell him exactly where Miss Nichols got that stuff about him and alien abductions. So I told him. She must have read it on the back of a cereal box. See ya.
I bet you never picked Kenny as an expert on fashion, right? The most she ever cared about that sort of thing was when David Beckham wore that skirt and everyone went mental. That's before Kenny became the coolest style guru that ever happened at our school.
Bin. Dog poo. Step. Tree.
I hate when that stupid what's hot and what's not thing comes out.
For the 500th time, Kendra, you all know you're not interested in fashion.
Can we please not be in such a hurry to get to school?
I promised Miss Barson I'd be 10 minutes early for our magazine crisis meeting.
Are things that bad?
Readership's dipped to alarming levels. We need something totally new to grab everyone's attention.
What is it? Did you just find out that glitter hair clips are in the what's not column? Are you interested in modelling for a day? Would you like to appear in the pages of our magazine? Then so long as you obtain parental permission, ring this number!
Of course, we all knew Fliss was going to go totally over the top about the modelling thing, but there was no way we were going to let it take over our lives as well.
So they said all I needed was a permission letter from my parents and they'll set up a shoot. Isn't that amazing? I mean, you can't even begin to imagine the incredible career opportunities this could create if I'm spotted by a fashion scout. Not that an education isn't important though. I mean, I can't just cruise by on looks alone for the rest of my life, can I? You definitely need to enjoy the glamour side of things too, right? You only live once.
Felicity Sidebotham, please cease and desist chattering at once.
Miss Nichols, I am forever in your debt.
Now, if you could turn your attention back to the board, you'll see some excellent examples of how China's leader at the time, Mao Zedong, managed to maintain power. By insisting that his followers dressed alike, he made certain that they would have no sense of identity or individuality, so they would be forced to conform to the larger group.
Doesn't that still go on now? I mean, what is school uniforms if not an attempt to make us all conform?
I doubt anyone would be able to make you conform, Francesca.
But where's the sense of personal identity? Look at us. We all look exactly the same. There's no need to have a hissy about it. We're living under a communist regime.
Okay, sit down, please. You draw an interesting comparison, but there are specific reasons why uniform is necessary at school. You're here to learn, not parade up and down like fashion models.
You're right, Miss Nichols. Fashion models should be doing their jobs outside of school hours. But sometimes there needs to be exceptions. Like the modelling job I'm doing. I absolutely have to take time off school in order to complete the shoot.
Once we'd placed a temporary ban on Fliss mentioning the words modelling and career, we were able to get some much-needed peace and quiet.
Just think about it for a sec. Wearing your own clothes to school instead of these dumpy potato sacks.
I always thought this uniform was kind of comfortable.
Yeah, but how are we expressing ourselves? What makes you stand out from, say, the M&M?
I have more than half a brain for starters.
We didn't have to wear a uniform at my old school. I thought it was much more fun.
Exactly. I bet heaps of other kids think that way too. I should interview them. Open a debate on uniforms versus no uniforms.
Here we go.
Have you and Miss Barton had an idea for that article yet?
No, but
This would be perfect! I'll make some questionnaires for people. You can take notes and use the information to write an article on the school uniforms. This would be great!
What was in that sandwich? I don't know. Sometimes it's good not to have to think about what you're going to wear in the morning.
Uniforms take away our identity.
Frankie's anti-uniform campaign was gathering steam. She had the whole thing planned, including mass media saturation.
We can do a double-page spread. Page 1 pro-uniforms, page 2 against.
Don't you think this sort of ties in with what Miss Nichols was talking about?
What do you mean?
In communist China, Chairman Mao used to totally manipulate the media to get his point across.
I'm not manipulating you, Rosie. I'm helping you. The least you could do is show a bit of gratitude.
Funny you should say that, Frankie. I just know the gratitude of fashion designers will so overwhelm me. Can't you just imagine it? Designers practically begging me to wear their clothes.
Felicity Sidebotham was a normal, healthy teenager until the day fashion took over her life
And turned her into an international modeling superstar.
Please, Felicity, it can only be you. See?
I'll think about it, Fabrice.
Grazie, mille grazie, mille grazie.
Get off my toe.
Mi scusi, Felicity. Together, we are going to make you a star. London, Paris, New York, Monte Carlo.
as if. Fashion is a health hazard. That'd make a funny article for the magazine.
Great. Fantastic. Do you think you could get that to me by tomorrow?
What, you're asking Kenny to write an article for the paper?
There's no such thing as too many ideas. Is there, Frankie?
What?
Hey, Cranky. Heard you've got a gripe about the uniforms.
Well, aren't you going to ask us what we think?
Now, why would I want to do a stupid thing like that?
Because we're the general public, Wisey. Now, do you want a range of opinions, or are you just going to interview your dumb friends?
Right. Matthew, Michael, and Marco. What are your thoughts on the idea of uniforms versus no uniforms?
Well, naturally, I look good in pretty much anything I wear.
I think casual clothes would be better. It's much more comfortable. These pants chafe.
Fascinating. What do you think, Marco?
Marco's always worn whatever his mum buys him.
Shut up! I just don't think clothes are that important. That's all. They don't really define who you are, do they?
Maybe not. But I do know that the men who understand fashion can certainly impress the ladies, eh, boys? Eh?
We didn't believe it either, but Kenny actually wrote the article.
Rosie. You haven't even read it yet.
Personally, I come out in a rash, even at the thought of color coordinating an outfit. I feel sorry for you, Kenny. I really do.
Is it too much?
My editor's going to love it.
Well, I can't stand around here chatting. I don't want to be late for my fashion shoot. What's the time?
It's about 5 seconds since you last asked.
Probably worth heading off now to my modelling job. It'll be in the next edition of The Squeeze if anyone wants signed copies or anything. Don't be shy in asking.
Fliss thought she had died and gone to heaven.
Felicity. I'm Maya. I'll be your stylist for the shoot.
Fantastic!
Now, can we have a little bit more product here, please? We want to create the natural look. Accentuate the eyes and more hair. Now, Candice, could you grab Felicity's outfit? It's on the rack.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Excellent. Now, we'll leave you to get changed and come back for some touch-ups.
Thanks.
Excuse me?
Yes?
That stuff, that's not... I mean, is that what I'm supposed to be wearing?
We're going for street skate.
But it's not really me.
Well, that's a shoot we're after. It's all part of being a model. Now, quick change, please. We're running a tight ship here. And Felicity?
Yes?
No tears, please. Your mascara will run.
Kenny! Miss Barton loved your anti-fashion piece. So I convinced her you should write a regular column.
What?
It'll be like Dear Donna, except you'll give fashion advice. Isn't that cool? You're the new style guru.
But I thought my article was anti-fashion.
I know, but Miss Barton said it was ironic. She loved the idea when I suggested it. I don't know, Rosie. It's not really me.
We'll still call you Style Guru, and I'll be your story editor. It could really turn things around for the magazine. Just take a look at these letters. They've been hanging around the office for a while, okay?
Thanks a million. What just happened?
Felicity, are you decent?
I don't know.
Oh, problem?
A big problem.
Give it 2 minutes, please, folks. We've just got some wardrobe issues.
Look at me. I look like Bob the Builder's cousin.
It's part of the job, Felicity. Even some of the most famous supermodels have to wear clothes they're not comfortable in.
But they always look so gorgeous.
Well, the bottom line is this is the outfit we have to promote. It's business. Why don't you just try having a little bit of fun with it? Yeah? Okay? Now, come on. Chop, chop. Time's money.
While Fliss was picking up the pieces, Kenny was getting into fashion from an entirely different perspective.
Amazing. Dear Guru, I woke up with a big zit this morning. How should I hide it? How should I know? Put a paper bag over your head or something. I like wearing hats, but I hate hat hair. What can I do to prevent it? Why not shave your head? It will eliminate the hassle altogether. I love wearing jewelry. Any tips on the coolest way to wear it? Why not find some leftover cutlery in the drawer and fashion necklaces out of forks and spoons? This world's gone crazy.
Kenny had a great time replying to all the letters for a new column. The following Monday, after the mag was published, it didn't take long before she realized that some people didn't get her sense of humor.
What on earth is going on? Kenny's a style guru.
They took me seriously.
They actually took me seriously. What is everyone looking at? Hey, it's a big modelling star. So, how was the shoot? Did you get to keep the clothes?
Wasn't that big a deal?
Why is Despina Dimitakis wearing dessert spoons around her neck? Because Kenny told her to. You write one stupid column and all of a sudden everyone goes nuts.
You know, Kenny's right about fashion. People are zombies. Look at all these weirdos walking around wearing knives and forks just because they read it in a magazine. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I don't know why anyone would take notice of those dumb fashion mags anyway. Who cares what they think about clothes?
Let's ride! Let's ride our way! Burn this rubbish! Burn it! Rid your life of this ride! It will rot your
Are you feeling all right, Fliss? You haven't hit your head on anything?
I'm perfectly fine, thanks.
As you can see here, Mrs. Poole, a large percentage of students, that's the green part of the pie chart, will prefer a no uniforms or casual clothes policy. Now, if we view the opinions worm over here...
Yes, I'm not so sure I need to see any more. You've made some valid points. And I particularly like the mime piece.
So I've got a case, right? I mean...
Francesca, just because an idea is popular with a majority of students doesn't mean we go with it. Uniforms mean equality between students.
I guess. But...
Besides, our uniform is based on that of the old Crescent Bay High. They wore it for 70 years. It's tradition. So, although I appreciate your efforts, I'm afraid the uniforms are staying.
Maybe Frankie's efforts to change the world hadn't been successful yet. But Kenny was a whole other story. It seemed like no matter what kind of crazy fashion ideas she came up with, people paid attention. And how. It was insane. Everything the style guru said was cool. Kids wore. Kenny couldn't believe how much power she had. Everyone was following her trends. And I mean everyone.
What are you doing? Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I'm a total loser when it comes to fashion.
Right.
And the style guru says, that stripy scarves are the next big thing.
Very nutty, Professor.
Hi. Hi, look at this. Wow, this looks great. Is the real Fliss back? Or is it still that weird anti-fashion person?
The real Fliss has obviously been taken by aliens and is now living on Jupiter teaching aerobics.
Good. Hopefully there I'll just wear a stupid spacesuit and no one will know who I am. Lift those knees up high. And 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What are you looking at?
What's really going on, Fliss?
The whole modelling thing was a total disaster. I'm gonna look like such a freak.
What do you mean?
We were all totally fascinated by Fliss's inside scoop on the fashion industry. She wasn't the only one feeling like a freak either.
Hey, guys.
Didn't you read the Style Guru's latest column?
No. Was I supposed to?
Get with the program, Marco. We men who understand fashion impress the ladies. We've got to keep up with the latest trends. Dear Miss Guru. No, what if it's a guy? Dear Guru, I hope you can help. My friends tell me I don't follow the latest trends.
And that no girl will ever look at me until I become more stylish and up to date. This especially concerns me since a girl I sort of fancy thinks a lot about clothes and stuff. I don't care about fashion. Is this a bad thing? Will I stand a chance with her if I'm not totally now? Signed, Clueless.
Wow, poor guy. I still can't believe you chose this junk over my anti-uniforms piece.
It was a popularity thing. My hands were tied.
What are you going to say to him? This calls for a personal response. I'll just weave a little Style Guru magic.
Maybe you could weave some magic into the next issue of The Squeeze so it doesn't come out.
I'd bet it's not as bad as you think, Fliss.
Trust me, it's worse.
I reckon you'll pull it off because you're stylish, full stop. Your personality could shine through any old outfit.
Lyndz, you're a genius.
Oh, Francesca, don't do that.
I was just about to knock. Anyway, I've got a proposition for you, Mrs. Poole.
Marco, you're so lame.
Oh, no.
Nice belt, Marco. You look like a total freak.
And that's when Kenny realised. For all her talk about exploiting people through fashion, she'd done just that. Because of her, someone else felt bad about what they were wearing.
He must be
Clueless. A bit much, Ken.
I didn't mean... I'll go talk to him.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
What?
Fashion isn't a joke, Kenny. It's a powerful tool, and this time you've gone too far.
What are you talking about?
Fashion should be used to make people feel good about themselves. Hey, Marco, you look great.
You have got to be kidding. Looks like someone just threw him up.
Like you'd know. Didn't you know those bedazzled belts are the next new thing from Milan? I heard all about them during my modelling job.
What?
Don't know how you got your hands on one, though. They've only just come out in the shops in Italy.
Oh, my uncle got it for me. Overseas.
Naturally, Marco felt like he owed Fliss. So when she asked him if he was interested in getting involved with some cutting-edge fashion, Marco was all ears. But first, Fliss had other business to attend to. She made sure Crescent Bay wouldn't see her modelling clothes she didn't feel good about.
They're here.
So let's go, here we go, moving this way. DJ in the house, ready to play. Tell young people you're leaving today.
Let me see. Actually, I think you look pretty cool.
So if you see anyone littering the quadrangle, be sure to let them know. Now we have a special presentation for you. Francesca Thomas from 7B has put together a little piece she calls the Style Trial.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul. As most of you know, I've been running a campaign to get rid of our uniforms. Mrs. Paul said it's impossible to abolish them completely. So, I've come up with an alternative. A way to let your personality shine through your school uniform. Go, Rosie. Introducing Felicity Sidebottom. As you can see, Felicity's wearing what we call eduglam. A cheeky nod to the academic world. Next up, Penny Tan. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Sporty, comfortable and casual. Just the thing when running late for the bus. Lindsay Collins. Lindsay, of course, modelling the next big look in the outfit. Comfortable, versatile, and oh so creative. Last but not least, Marco DiPieri!
After the whole Marco thing, Kenny felt kind of weird about being the style guru. Lucky for her, Fliss was more than happy to take over the reins. We had to wonder, though, who in their right minds would take her fashion advice? Well, Molly did for one.
See, I'd call that a positive. It's fashion that makes someone else feel good.
Yeah, me.
Ah, so you agree with me. It was a positive use of fashion.
Can we please not get into this again?
Thanks, Mr. S. Thanks, Mr. S.
Hey, girls. Nice fashion statement, eh?
Mrs. Paul said she wasn't going to change the uniforms, but she thought she'd make one little concession. Something she called Free Soft Friday.
So in the end, fashion was restored to its rightful owner, Fliss. She may have decided that modelling wasn't all it was cracked up to be, but that wasn't going to stop her from devoting her life to looking glamorous. And Kenny made us swear on the SOC rulebook that we were never to tell anyone that she was the original style guru. It hurt, but an SOC secret stays secret. You got that?
No girl should have to do what Fliss is doing. It's been that kind of day. Weird. It's had everything. Greed, revenge, romance, thrills and spills. And in the end, there can only be one winner. I'm going to tell you everything. Because I trust you. And because I know you won't believe it. It's not like anyone thought it was such a big deal. Some of us were being incredibly cool about it.
Why do I never have anything to wear? I need a new outfit now.
We agreed with Lyndz. Why get excited? So someone was going to be the 1 millionth person through the gates of Dreamworld on Saturday. Who cares?
You must care. I care.
It would help if you knew how many people had been there up until Saturday.
Yeah, if you knew there'd been 999,990 people there already, you'd get there early, let the first 9 people go through, then bingo!
What do you think happens right at that moment? If you're the 1 millionth person to walk through those gates? Bells ringing? Fireworks?
As long as they hand over the loot.
Thank you, fans. As queen of this world, I will happily accept fame, fortune, and anything else you'd like to give me. Unfortunately, every other kid in Crescent Bay wanted to win too. Especially the really obnoxious ones.
The winner gets 1 year's free park admission. Sweet! And you get to take 8 mates with you every time you go. Something like this only happens once in your life. One shot at the big time. There has to be an angle.
Angle or no angle, Matthew had forgotten one small detail.
See you at TP, SAT, ESK.
Excellent! What's it mean?
See you at the theme park on Saturday. Ellie, Shelley, and...
Kelly.
Those girls we met at the beach have agreed to meet us there.
Thanks. Michael?
Oh dear, how could I forget? Matthew has to look after Felicity Slidebottom's kid brother on Saturday.
There has to be a way out of this.
Is it true?
You know Callum thinks Matthew's wonderful. Matthew promised to take him to the theme park next time he went, and now he's stuck.
No wonder he looks like he just sucked a lemon.
Don't worry, Matthew. We'll take the girls on the big rides. Well, you're on the baby rides with Callum.
You want me to admit that I'm an idiot? Okay, I'm an idiot.
Do you like my new haircut?
Does it look any different from the other 55 hair clips you have?
Potential celebrities have a motto, Kenny. Be prepared. When I receive the prize, there'll be cameras and I'll be looking superb.
Well, I'm glad that's been sorted out.
If we thought about it, we had one thing in common with our mortal enemies.
I don't care who wins the big prize on Saturday, as long as it's not one of them.
I don't care who the 1 millionth visitor is on Saturday, as long as it's not one of them.
That's right. They'll be there too. No law against it.
Unfortunately.
I'll take it back. I'm not an idiot. I'm a genius.
This is a tale from the dark side. But before you hear it, know this. Only the strong and brave will survive.
We'll take our chances.
So be it. I call this tale The Spaghetti from Beyond the Grave.
Everyone's going to Dreamworld except me, and it's not fair. Fliss is going and all the girls are gone, and I want to go. Mom!
Mom! Matthew just rang up. He can't take Callum out tomorrow.
Why not?
He's got to work at Marco's Delicatessen, so he's missing out as well. But since you guys are all going, maybe...
Mum, Mrs. Sidebottom, since when does Matthew work at the deli?
Well, I think he said helping, but it sounded like a real emergency, and if the freezers have gone again, Marco's mum and dad are going to need as much help as they can get.
Mum, this isn't fair.
I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go.
Oh, look, Andy and I'd take him, but we've got to have lunch at his parents' house, and I know his mum's going to a lot of trouble.
I want to go, 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 I want to go.
Okay, I'll take the little rodent. As long as he shuts up right now.
Hang on to those tickets. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be announcing which lucky ticket number is our 1 millionth visitor.
Where's the bus? Where's Callum?
You'll love this. I dumped him on the leftovers.
Don't forget to hang on to those tickets. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be announcing which lucky ticket number is our 1 millionth visitor.
I want my own tickets.
Not now.
Callum! Someone, help me! Yeah! Callum!
Those rides are for little kids. Guess what? You're a little kid.
I want to go on the death plunge.
Keep it up, little guy, and no ice cream.
Mum gave Fliss $20, so I better get $10 worth of ice cream and hot dogs, or I'll tell on you.
Blackmail is so unattractive, Callum.
Here's my problem. You guys go off and have a good time.
Oh, sure. And we're going to leave you here to babysit?
As if.
I better get on the good rides too.
Give me a hard time and you will so...
I'll get the ice creams. We can take it in turns to look after Callum. And then everyone will get a turn on the big rides. You guys figure out a roster.
Oh, there's one time there was this wave. Had to be 12 foot high. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. And I just nailed it. Rode it all the way in.
Cool. I think I can say that when I saw that we'd been conned by that slime bag Matthew, I stayed calm.
Here? We should have known.
Where's my ice cream?
Zip it, kiddo. Don't you realise your mate Matthew dumped you on us? Where did they get the girls?
Like I care. Should have seen the way they laughed at everything Matthew said. I'd like to make that traitorous weasel admit the truth. Matthew, are you or are you not a liar, a show-off, and a double-crossing babysitter?
I am not.
Guilty! Those girls just don't know any better. It's time they learnt the truth.
Payback time.
Remember, kids, we'll announce the lucky ticket number held by our 1 millionth visitor soon.
This needs more than payback. This needs cold, ruthless revenge.
No mercy. Take no prisoners.
What have you got in mind, Frankie?
Operation Strike Back. Hey, Marco. Wow, everybody's here. Big 1 million day, huh? Hi.
Ellie, this is Frankie. She's...
His girlfriend.
What? You didn't say you had a girlfriend?
He's got one for every day of the week. Hope you like sharing.
Little creep.
I've heard this ride is really scary.
Yeah, well, I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, great.
I'd like to throw you off a roller coaster after what you did, Fergus.
Fergus?
Yes, Fergus. What did he tell you his name was?
My name is not Fergus.
Hi, Fergus. Is this the dumb chick you're talking about?
Oh!
Find someone else to lie to, Fergus.
No, come. You.
The countdown is on. The big draw is happening very soon, so have those tickets ready.
She's lying. I don't have bladder problems.
He just won't face it. Have you got your pills with you?
I've been toilet trained since I was 3 years old. I don't need any pills.
Excuse me, I need to,
You are so gonna be sorry you did this. You are toast.
You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
You think that was revenge? You haven't seen revenge yet, but you will.
I'm so nervous. I'm shaking in my shoes.
We'll get even. You better believe it. Find somewhere wet and stick your head in it.
You don't even have the decency to apologize for lying.
Yeah, where's Slide Bottom? Hiding behind a rock somewhere?
Fliss is taking her little brother on the little kids roller coaster, which is what you should be doing if you had a shred of decency.
Which he doesn't.
Attention, attention, attention. This is it, everyone. The moment you've been waiting for. Our 1 millionth customer is right here in the park,
Who's got the
holding
tickets?
the lucky
Me,
ticket.
I have.
Are you ready? The lucky ticket number is 199.
I don't believe it. I think it's one of us.
Nowhere near. I told you we should have come later.
Hey, don't start blaming me.
I think it is. What was the number?
199.
194, 95, 6, 7, 198? Oh no.
Rosie?
One off.
One off? I feel sick.
One off. We weren't even near, but you got that close to the big one. Now I'm happy.
Come on, guys, let's go have some fun.
They're hurting and they're still stuck with Callum.
Matthew was right. That wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing was that Michael could count.
That doesn't make us even, though. They haven't yet begun to pay.
It's only 5 tickets.
5 leftovers, 5 tickets.
6 tickets. 1 for Callum. Which means the 6th ticket has to be either 193 or 199. The winning ticket. Come on, let's go.
Okay, So we didn't win the prize of a lifetime. So what? We came here to have a good time, didn't we?
Rides to ride and slides to slide.
That's more like it.
You know what bugs me? You.
What did I do?
You made up most of the club rules. Like no telling tales.
Rule number 9.
It's a good rule.
Except it means that Matthew will probably get away with it.
Aren't you supposed to be with Fliss? What have you done with her?
She made me wait outside while she went shopping again.
Callum, I know it was a bit of a shock seeing Matthew here after he said he couldn't come.
It made me want to chuck.
But you should deal with this yourself, not go running to grown-ups telling tales.
Yeah, right. Dream on. As soon as I see Mum, I'm telling. Matthew's going down.
Oh dear. Looks like Matthew's not going to get away with it after all.
No one's claimed the prize yet. That's good enough for me. We have to find Callum. And then what? Leave it to me. But Fliss might have his ticket. I've taken the kid bowling, skating, and to the giant truck demolition derby. He always hangs on to his ticket. Yeah, but it's Callum's ticket. We can't just steal it.
Who said anything about stealing?
We're about to become Callum's best friends.
Rosie and Kenny went off to track down Fliss, while Lyndz and I did our best to entertain our little angel.
I already told you. This is the ride I want to go on.
Are you sure? It looks pretty scary.
Girls.
No surprise. They found Fliss about to try on every piece of clothing in the store.
Top would look so good on me.
Tough one, Callum.
If you're not tall enough to go on the tower, you'll have to live without it.
You two are as useless as my sister.
What do you want?
To apologise.
What? We all feel bad about it.
You really think I believe you?
You're a rat. And when my mum tells your mum, you're going to be a dead rat.
I know I let you down, Callum. And I want to make it up to you. We'll look after Callum from here on in.
So Fliss's mum won't think you're a total liar.
I don't care about that. We just want to square things with Callum.
But if you want to spend the rest of the day looking after him...
The foot-long chili dogs are on me, champ.
Maybe Callum's not interested in your bribery.
Do we know these people?
Did everyone hear? The lucky ticket number is 199.
They wouldn't even take me on the death plunge.
Typical. Everybody got their tickets?
Got your ticket, Callum?
Why?
They've got guys. Check it, in case someone snuck in without paying.
Got yours?
I have one.
Has one of the girls got it?
Would have lost it.
Where?
What are you yelling at me for?
It's okay, Callum. Just tell us where you lost your ticket.
Can't think on an empty stomach.
You've already got a chili dog.
I could have lost my ticket near the burger stand.
Let's go and find it, shall we?
With the M&Ms apologising and Callum off our hands, it was time to have fun.
Apologised? Excuse me?
No. First time ever.
They're up to something.
But what?
They've got Callum. But who in the right mind would want Callum?
Attention! Our lucky 1 millionth visitor has not claimed the prize. Please check your tickets. The winning ticket number is 199.
Can you believe that? Some nitwit doesn't even know they won.
That number again, 199.
ticket.
Not now.
I want my own ticket.
Take one, you rodent.
Callum!
What about him?
I gave him his own ticket.
But we checked the tickets.
Not Callum's. He was on the roller coaster with Fliss.
Those crooks! If the M&Ms get away with this, they will never let us forget it.
It wasn't just revenge. We were thinking of poor little Callum in the clutches of the evil and ruthless M&Ms.
Are you sure you could have lost it in there?
I'll put my ice cream wrapper in there.
Callum's lost his ticket. Typical.
You found anything?
Can't find it.
If we say we want Callum, they'll know we know. I have a plan.
We needed to track down the girls we'd scared away from the M&Ms.
Penny, with me.
It was a shame they seemed to look like everyone else at the park that day. We were about to give up when...
So, what's in it for us?
Whoever's got that ticket gets free admission for a whole year.
And they get to take 8 friends with them.
There's 5 of us and 3 of you.
Everybody wins. Except the boys.
Deal.
Meanwhile, the M&Ms still had Callum, and the boys had everything under control.
No more. I can't take it.
He can't remember where he lost the ticket. Give up, Matthew. Maybe I lost it in the...
I don't care what he says next. I'm not sticking my head in another garbage bin.
Hi.
Hi. That stuff before, those girls set us up. We go to school with them. They're monsters.
We figured it was something like that. Want to go on the death plunge?
Absolutely.
We don't know the meaning of the word fear.
Yeah, let's go.
He can't go. He's too short.
But we're stuck with him. We?
Why can't we?
Shut up. Think you're smart, don't you?
Is there a problem?
You knew there were rides Callum couldn't go on.
Your mates dumped you, did they? Look, you offered to take care of Callum, Matthew. If it's a problem, he can stay with me.
Hi.
He's all yours.
The M&Ms have been looking for your ticket, haven't they?
Yeah.
Callum, can you think of anywhere they haven't looked?
I remember stuff better when I'm not hungry.
Try again, kid. We saw you conning the M&M.
You've had so much junk food, it's a wonder you don't burst.
Maybe I don't remember anything.
Callum, I'm your big sister. I know you better than anyone. You remember things really well when you're avoiding great pain.
Suddenly, it all comes back to me. Nobody looked in my pocket.
$199.
You're brilliant. You sucked the M&Ms right in.
I didn't lie. I said I could have lost the ticket, and I could have, but I didn't.
So, I was thinking maybe we can get together next weekend. See a movie or something?
I don't think so.
We're busy. Get lost.
Attention, attention, we have a winner. Our lucky 1 millionth visitor has turned up to collect his prize.
Someone's found Callum's ticket.
So come on over to the central arena and give him a cheer.
The winner! Oh, a big hand now for the winner!
It was the perfect day. The M&Ms had been thrashed, which serves them right, and proves that evil will always be defeated.
I can invite anyone I like, right?
Don't be a pain, Callum. You wouldn't have won at all if we hadn't stopped the M&Ms from ripping you off.
I think I'll only invite people who are really nice to me. Really, really nice.
Little brother treats big sister like a slave, and big sister's friends as well. It's enough to make your blood run cold. You can say, where's your self-respect? But Callum's got a year's free theme park admission. Fliss is paying a really big price for a free ticket. Don't let this get round. We're not proud of it.